What's good, Omni Gang or OmniScales Gang? If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. The tools will allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer, man. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's easy and everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm. Once again, that's Anchor, ANCHOR.fm. See you out there. Good Thursday morning. I am fresh, back into work after a 2-day, should I call it a break or a 2-day reprieve or a 2-day hiatus? For being off, good stuff. Yeah, man. I've been doing a lot since the 16th of, what was that? June. I'm really going to try to stop going between, there's so much time between recording podcasts and stuff like that. I've been, into so much stuff work-wise, a lot of things personally. I've been just so much on my mind, man. Places I want to get to, where I want to be. A lot of good things happening in my family, for them and all that good stuff, which I'm very, 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 very happy about. The third born, one of my brothers just had a baby recently, within the last time of me recording the podcast. Just a lot, going on in the world too, as well. The Milwaukee Bucks are the NBA champions of 2021. Man, that is spectacular. I'm very happy and very proud of Giannis Antetokounmpo. He went through Chick-fil-A. I don't know if he was actually ordering a 50-piece, but he got 50 in a playoff with in the finals game. And his live was crazy. I don't know how many views he had at the time, but I had heard about it. ESPN reported about it, and then I looked at it to somebody else's account on YouTube. But yeah, man, I'm super happy, super psyched for the Milwaukee Bucks. I can't lie to you. I thought the Suns was gonna win it in 7 games, but unfortunately, they won the first 2 games and lost 4 straight. Like that was crazy. And also, thanks to Gary V and Props and Drops podcast, I finally got on DraftKings, and within my first 3 bets, or was it the first bet? I made $16 from a $5 deposit. Because I think I did 2 bets within that money or whatever. That $5. So $5 turned into 16. Man, that was super cool. I've always been into fantasy sports. Never got a chance to actually bet on it. I wasn't always bullish on it, or I don't know what I thought. I didn't know how to pick the teams. I didn't know what it was. So I guess I don't take my word for this, but I guess you pick players, and depending on what kind of night that individual player has, combined with the other players you picked, that's how many points you get and can affect your earnings and all. I don't know. Honestly, I did something good by picking Giannis. He probably the main reason, other than other people on this team too. I picked a few Bucks and a few Suns players. But they combined and made me $16. So I'm happy about that, man. I'm pumped. I'm psyched, to come away with a profit. First time ever betting on DraftKings. Ain't that some stuff, man? Well, you might do something 100 to 200 to 600 to 800,000 times and have no positive results. And you might do something else and have positive results on your first try. I think that's super cool, super awesome, super fantastic. Speaking of myself, I'm going to try to start feeling a lot of my leisure and downtime doing the podcast because, I feel like I've slacked off, and I'm just happy I have the self-awareness to know that I don't necessarily need an entirely quiet space to record my podcast. My girl works from home, so, you know, I kind of feel like I don't really have any real spot to, you know, record, because, you know, she has to, you know, be talking, be on meetings and stuff like that, talk to her team members. I believe she leads like a team of at least 10 to 15. I don't know how many people it is, but, you know, they talk regularly. So, you know, maybe I should just do something in the bedroom, close it, and, you know, set it up and get it together, and, you know, it'll be on point, and I can, you know, handle my business how I need to, how I see fit. I wouldn't say I'm self-conscious or, you know, I'm like overly worried about somebody hearing me or anything like that. It's just, you know, I don't know. I haven't stuck to the process, to the usual, you know, way that I usually do the podcast. Which, you know, I'm not gonna say it was consistent before, but you know, I feel like I was really knocking them and stringing them out. And I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I think the most episodes I've done in a day were 9. You know, and that was time. I believe my girl was actually at my spot, and I think she was like at a girls' night out or something like that. And I had all that time to myself, so I just decided to, you know, crank out podcast episodes. And actually, the last girls' day, or whatever you want to call it, I had originally planned on recording a podcast, but I ended up not doing it because, for whatever reason, I was, you know, what do you call it? Preoccupied by other things, and I had to, you know, it's a lot of different things on my mind at one time. So I got to start learning how to like utilize that stuff, utilize that time, and make it shake and make it happen. A lot of things are easier said than done, and I can't fault myself for, you know, falling by the wayside or fault myself from slacking off. You know, it's life. Each day you wake up is a blessing. I'm a spiritual guy, not a religious person, but, you know, still believe in, you know, spirituality and all that good stuff. And I feel like I just gotta, you know, step it up, stay consistent, stay in love with the process, which I do love it. You have no idea the joy it brings me to create something for myself, an otherwise quiet and reserved person you probably would have never known nothing about other than the things I posted online, thinking that was my real life, which part of it is. To me, recording the podcast, putting it out, and you getting these extra thoughts, you getting these extra insights, you getting these extra blurbs, you getting these extra ideas, these extra brainstorming events, these extra quips. But I'm not Spider-Man or Peter Parker. You're just getting extra from a person, which I think is good for you to talk about on the podcast, even if you're just talking about nothing. You're just broadcasting and documenting your time, life, day, your structure, what you want to happen, what has happened, what you need to happen, what you're working to make happen. You know, and, you know, your thoughts on hope, inhibitions, intuitions. You can also put out just, you know, just thoughts, man. And, you know, and a lot of them kind of falter, well, not falter, but a lot of them kind of a lot of my thoughts kind of go into what if scenarios sometimes, but not necessarily to dwell on anything, but just a what if, like, you know what if I was still sitting around, and what if I was still beating myself up for the 10 years I wasn't putting out content, I wasn't on Twitter, I was just on Facebook posting about how, you know, not necessarily every time, like how bad my life was, but I would just post like gloomy stuff, not negative stuff, but, you know, just the way I was feeling, not necessarily depressed, but just feeling entitled and feeling like, you know, nothing was really going my way, and just posting quotes and not necessarily really documenting or doing anything on myself or trying to, you know, make it or get ahead in any kind of real way. But, you know, I've come to terms with that a long time ago, forgave myself for, you know, dwelling on it or, you know, worrying about how, you know what I'm saying, worrying about how I felt at the time and what I thought I was missing out on. And, you know, I've never really been the kind of person that was overly worried about FOMO, fear of missing out, because, I feel like if I didn't have money and, something was going on or people were doing something, even if it was something I wanted to do, like, if I ain't got no money, I can't go do it. So, I ain't really too worried about that. Oh, I might see some stuff online and post comments or like something, but, overall, my own psyche, like things that go on or a lot of things other people are into, I'm not really into, like partying, like excessive drinking or drinking. Just not into it, man. I really want to get into cigars. That seems pretty cool. I smoked a few, like the traditional ones, the thick ones, the Cubans or whatever you want to call them. But, yeah, man, it's just self-awareness. It's one of the big words other than empathy and kindness. It's been a big thing for me, man. Just becoming conscious of myself, what I like, what I want, what I need. It's just a great feeling, man, to just know yourself. And I want to, bring it back around to what's been going on in the world, though. Like I said, the Milwaukee Bucks are the NBA champions. I feel really bad for betting against them, man, because, to go the distance like that, lose the first 2 games, and then come back and win 4 straight, like that's crazy, man. That is super crazy. A lot of people were talking about LeBron and, his comments on how he said he would never be 100% fully again. I didn't listen to him clarify that after the fact, but I'm sure him, Chris Paul, all them boys gonna come back strong next year. But one thing I did hate about the NBA this season were players forcing themselves to play in order to win a ring. And I'll clarify that. Players getting injured or getting some kind of ailment and then continuing to try to still play. I understand you want the ring. I understand you want the glory. I understand you want the accolades. I understand you want the stats. But, I don't know if they were pressured into playing or they wanted to play because they thought that they could help the team win a ring. But I think the players need to take more time to rest. They need to value resting and recovering with their bodies a lot more than playing. Of course, I know playing is fun, and again, you building upon your legacy and you trying to make a way, and you know what I'm saying, you want to be something, you want to be looked at the end of your career as a Hall of Famer, and you've been an all-star for however many years, however many times you've been one, and it feels good, but we got to take care of our mental health and our bodies themselves, physical health, before we try to get out here and get the glory and all the other good stuff that comes with it and the accolades. But yeah, man, the whole NBA league this year is crazy. A lot of teams got knocked off. A lot of teams were really, really good, but still couldn't win games. Hence my team, my Charlotte Hornets, the team that I like, my favorite. I always go with a lot of the home teams. I used to be like a players guy, which I still am. I do still like certain players, but my team is the Charlotte Hornets. And I was very excited from all the highlights, all the things that the players were doing. And, everything that was going down and this, that, and the third. But, the stats were cool. All that cool stuff is cool. But, you actually got to win games. And, that's something that we haven't been doing for a while. I don't even know how far up the Charlotte Hornets have gotten to the NBA Finals or playoffs or conference finals since Jordan was playing. And I'm not saying that to knock my team. I love my team to death. And, I'm going to rock with them to the day I'm off this earth or I leave this earth. But I really, really, really would love to see the Hornets become a force in this industry or in the league. And, have teams scared of us or, people, fans or whatever. Only championship team I do have is the Carolina Hurricanes. They won it in 2006. I didn't even see the game. I'm actually go back and look at the highlights. I just know we won it. You know, I got some gear, and I'm happy to be from North Carolina and show love to all my teams, the Panthers as well, for getting to the Super Bowl twice, right? And winning it 0 times. But it's all good, I'm still rock with them. I love the process, love the journey. And, when we do win, it's going to be great. But at the same time, we all have to build. And that goes for life, humans, teams, organizations, all kinds of good stuff like that. But once again, man, shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks, led by Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a lot of other guys that showed up. Like, what's his name? Billy Porter with the headband and the thick ass t-shirt that they used to wear in the league, or how people used to wear to school, wear a t-shirt under your jersey. You know what I'm saying? I think that's all cool and fine and dandy, but I would rather wear like a Under Armour type shirt if I was to wear a shirt under my jersey instead of like a regular t-shirt. I don't see how they do that. But yeah, man. This is shaping out to be a great month. I am looking forward to doing a lot more things this year than I did last year. Of course, COVID stopped a lot of shit. Hopefully it doesn't this year and everything stays cool. If you feel comfortable, please continue to wear your mask. If you see other people who aren't wearing masks and you're wearing masks, you're pro-mask, please be respectful and just protect others from yourself. I believe that's what the masks are designed for, to protect others from you, whatever. Just wear your mask. Don't bother anybody. Don't go out your way to ask anybody any questions. Please, 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 please. Let's all respect everybody's decisions. Please respect each other's decisions. If you get vaccinated, that's your business. That's cool. Get it. If you don't want to get vaccinated, that's cool. That's your business. But I will say you may have trouble traveling out of the country, of course, and boarding flights. I don't know if you really have to be vaccinated or not. I think you do have to be vaccinated to take flights. And you definitely got to wear a mask. But, yeah, man. I'm happy to be alive. I am very, very, very happy to look forward to things. I'm 34. I'll be 35 next year, next March, or whatever you want to call it. Next March, 2022. A lot of good things coming out. A lot of Marvel films. I saw Black Widow. That was pretty good. It was exactly what I expected it to be. And of course, I read up on the Taskmaster a long time ago, and they did a representation of the character very well. They put a spin on it and made it a woman, which is cool, the character. I really, really, really like that character. I don't know what it is about like villains, but I like villains. They got more richer stories to me, and they have the most adversity. They have to overcome the most stuff. I always say it would be awesome if the villains turned into good guys, but if all the villains turned into good guys, like what kind of conflicts would we have in comics, movies, stories, books, literature, novels, films, which are all in turn the same thing. I just love to put different words and different spins on things that mean the same thing. Allegories, alliterations, and different things of that nature, synonyms. But yeah, man, today is Thursday. One more day from Friday, 2 more days from Saturday. Looking forward to next week, actually, as well. We'll be one step closer to August, the end of the month, and a few bills will be due. So let's keep going, let's keep grinding, let's keep crushing it. Once again, shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks. Thank you guys for a terrific season. And shout out to the Charlotte Hornets. Thank you guys for a terrific season. NBA champions, Milwaukee Bucks. Congrats. Celebrate. And let's get some endorsement deals and some bigger checks for the next season. Championship bonus. And all that other good stuff, man. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Love you, brother. You represented. You held it down. You showed that you were truly unstoppable. Let's go. Excited for the next season of the NBA. But at the same time, the NFL enters the chat. Let's get it. Have a great day. Love you all. I am and have been CD Scales, and this is the OmniScales podcast. This is the OmniScales podcast. Have a great day, everybody, and a great weekend. This is the OmniScales podcast.